The Miami Heat continue to be linked with a trade for a new forward. Pat Riley missed out on the Kevin Durant sweepstakes. Therefore, the Heat are expected to cast a wide net in search of a new addition to Erik Spoelstra's roster. Jonathan Kuminga has been one of the more heavily linked players to begin the offseason. In a July 3rd article, Clutch Point's Garrett Kerman proposed a trade package that could land the former lottery pick in Miami. The proposed trade looks like this. Miami Heat receive Jonathan Kuminga. Golden State Warriors receive Kyle Anderson, Haywood Highsmith, a 2026 first-round pick, and a 2028 second-round pick. This deal gives Golden State a proven shooter in Robinson, an expiring contract in Highsmith, and valuable draft capital, Kerman wrote. For Miami, it's a bold swing for a player who could be a franchise cornerstone. The Heat may need to include additional second-rounders or a young player like Jovic to sweeten the pot, depending on market competition. Kuminga is the type of young talent the Heat should be targeting. Retooling the roster with veteran talents is a short-term solution. Kuminga has genuine all-star upside and could become a key member of the franchise's future. Furthermore, Miami already has Jamie Jaquez Jr. and Kellel, whereas high-quality prospects. Kuminga would ensure there's a budding young core to build around moving forward. Heat could target Jonathan Kuminga. If Miami doesn't believe that Kuminga is an attainable target, the front office could turn its attention toward Demar DeRozan. The mid-range savant is reportedly available for trade this summer. In a July 4th Bleacher Report article, Zach Buckley named the Heat as a potential destination for the veteran forward. DeRozan won't hold the widest appeal, as he's about to turn 36 and never added an outside shot to his arsenal, Buckley wrote. However, win-now shoppers seeking more half-court creation and scoring won't find many better alternatives a landing spot, Miami Heat. In 77 games for the Sacramento Kings this season, DeRozan averaged 22.2 points, 3.9 rebounds, and 4.4 assists. He shot 47.7% from the field and 32.8% from deep. Therefore, he could help bridge the scoring gap created by Jimmy Butler's departure. John Collins could be another target for Heat. If the Heat aren't sold on adding DeRozan or Kuminga, John Collins of the Utah Jazz could be a strong alternative. Collins would provide perimeter shooting, athleticism, and rebounding. At 27 years old, he's young enough to build around, while old enough to slot into the rotation next to Tyler Herro and Bam Adebayo. In the July 2nd edition of the Steinline newsletter, NBA insider Jake Fisher noted that the Heat could consider Collins as a potential target this summer. The Miami Heat are an oft-mentioned potential Kuminga suitor and do have a clear need on the wing between all-star guard Tyler Herro and all-defensive team big man Bam Adebayo, Fisher wrote. The Heat have also been linked to Kings scoring guard Demar DeRozan by various league sources and likewise mentioned as a potential destination for Utah's very available John Collins. It's clear Riley and the Heat's front office have multiple options this summer. Nevertheless, Miami needs a new forward after losing Butler at the February 6th trade deadline. Still, it will be interesting to see which direction the team chooses to take in the coming weeks. Because if there's one thing we know for sure, it's that Riley won't sit on his hands for too long. The Miami Heat are still searching for roster upgrades. The franchise missed out on the Kevin Durant sweepstakes. As such, Pat Riley is likely casting a wide net in search of some additional talent to help round out Erik Spoelstra's roster. In a July 4th Bleacher Report article, Zach Buckley named the Heat as a potential destination for Demar DeRozan. The veteran forward could be traded this summer. DeRozan won't hold the widest appeal, as he's about to turn 36 and never added an outside shot to his arsenal, Buckley wrote. However, win-now shoppers seeking more half-court creation and scoring won't find many better alternatives a landing spot, Miami Heat. Miami needs a lead scorer. Tyler Herro can't shoulder all of the playmaking and scoring responsibilities on his own. DeRozan would slot directly into the starting lineup. Furthermore, he would solve a legitimate position of need. It's also unlikely that Sacramento would place an unrealistic price tag on DeRozan. Still, the veteran forward had a strong season in Northern California. In 77 games, DeRozan averaged 22.2 points, 3.9 rebounds, and 4.4 assists. He shot 47.7% from the field and 32.8% from deep. DeRozan will be entering the second year of a 3-year $73.8 million contract. Heat could target John Collins. In the July 2nd edition of the Steinline newsletter, NBA insider Jake Fisher noted that the Heat could consider Utah Jazz forward John Collins as a potential target. The Miami Heat are an oft-mentioned potential Kuminga suitor and do have a clear need on the wing between all-star guard Tyler Herro and all-defensive team big man Bam Adebayo, Fisher wrote. The Heat have also been linked to Kings scoring guard Demar DeRozan by various league sources and likewise mentioned as a potential destination for Utah's very available John Collins. Collins is younger than DeRozan and would provide a more modern type of skill set. He's highly athletic, can stretch the floor, and would improve the team's overall rebounding. However, DeRozan is a proven playmaker and scorer. As a result, Riley may need to actively pursue a player who aligns with Spoelstra's system, rather than prioritizing the most talented or youngest option. Damen Lillard could be another target. Tim Reynolds of the Associated Press reports that the Miami Heat are among several contenders actively pursuing Damen Lillard, the veteran guard recently waived and stretched by the Milwaukee Bucks. The Heat, this is no surprise, are expected to have interest in Damen Lillard, who very surprisingly now holds a lot of cards he didn't expect to hold, Reynolds reported via X. Lillard is currently recovering from a torn Achilles tendon. He is unlikely to play during the 2025-26 season. However, he would undoubtedly be a strong addition to Miami's rotation. Nevertheless, Miami would be wise to sign him soon, otherwise they risk another team eating the first year of his next contract to ensure he's on the roster once cleared to play. Bam Adebayo has long been the defensive anchor and emotional leader of the Miami Heat. But as the franchise enters a youth-driven rebuild, one Heat insider believes it might be time to consider a major move. According to Ira Winderman of the Sun Sentinel, the question isn't about Adebayo's talent or value. It's about timing. What has made Adebayo one of the most unique contributors in the Heat's 37 seasons has been the ability to play and support, Winderman wrote. He noted how Bam thrived alongside veterans like Goran Dragic, Jimmy Butler, and Kyle Lowry during Miami's recent finals runs. But with Butler gone and Miami's roster getting younger, Tyler Herro, 25, Jamie Jaquez Jr., 24, Nikola Jovic, 22, Kel'el Ware, 21, and Kasparas Jakashionis, 19, the franchise timeline may no longer match Adebayo. Bam Adebayo on a contender is a sight to behold, Winderman added. Bam Adebayo during a gap year, or even during a dare we say it? Rebuild would be a unique skill set laid to waste. Last season, he averaged 18.1 points, 9.6 rebounds, 4.3 assists, and 1.3 steals per game, while shooting 48.5% from the field and 35.7% from three.